Welcome back to the Joom United channel. Today we're tackling one of the most crucial elements for driving sales and subscriptions on any website: comparison tables. Have you ever struggled with comparison tables on your WordPress site that are static, hard to update, and simply fail to guide visitors to the right choice? Maybe you've tried to design a professional comparison grid using external software, like Photoshop. You spend hours perfecting the design, export it as a static image, a JPEG or a PNG, and then upload that file to your WordPress page. That process is a huge hassle. The table isn't accessible, it looks terrible on mobile, and worst of all, when your pricing or features change, you have to go all the way back to Photoshop, export a brand new image and re-upload it. That's wasted time. Enter WP Table Manager. This is the ultimate solution for crafting dynamic, professional comparison tables right inside your WordPress dashboard. WP Table Manager lets you build powerful comparison tables that are fully customizable, natively responsive, and dynamically linked to your content. The core benefit is efficiency. You never need to touch an external graphic editor again. When you need to update information, you simply change the data in the WP Table Manager spreadsheet interface, and the table on your front end instantly syncs. This streamlined approach means you spend less time on tedious updates and more time focusing on your content, resulting in clearer, more engaging comparisons that boost conversions. Let's dive in and craft your first comparison table step by step. Eager to begin creating your table comparison? Let's jump straight into the WordPress dashboard. To get started, navigate to WP Table Manager and click on All Tables. This opens your central table management hub. To create a new table, simply click the Add New button, and this action instantly launches the familiar spreadsheet editor, your go-to tool for fast, error-free table work. Now let's start inputting our core data. Click any cell and begin typing your headings, product names, or initial feature descriptions. For example, add columns for features, basic plan, and pro plan. As you input data, you'll notice it saves automatically. There's no need for a manual submit button. This instant saving ensures you never lose progress. To start formatting and making it visually appealing, select a row or column and use the toolbar situated right above the editor. Here, you can easily bold text, change the font size for emphasis, or apply background colors to make your critical header row stand out instantly. Remember, this interface works just like a standard spreadsheet, making edits intuitive and fast. If you have existing data, you can even copy-paste directly from programs like Excel, saving a huge amount of manual input time. With these essential basics covered, we've successfully laid the foundation for a professional comparison table. With our basic data in place, let's transform this table into a dynamic comparison tool. The first step for comparison tables is often merging cells to create bold, spanning headers. Select the cells you want to combine, perhaps for a main feature category that spans multiple columns, and then click the Merge Cells button in the toolbar. This creates clean, professional sections that organize your feature lists perfectly. Next, we need to add rich content like icons and call to action buttons. This is where WP Table Manager shines. Comparison tables rely on clear visuals, like check marks and X marks, to indicate feature availability. To add an icon, simply select the cell and click the HTML content button. This opens a dedicated editor where you can switch to the source view and embed HTML, icons, or even shortcodes from other plugins. You can easily copy and paste a simple checkmark icon or a shortcode for a button right here. This is far better than static images, as it keeps your table lightweight and fully accessible. Finally, let's use color to influence user decisions. Select a column for your recommended or most profitable plan. Use the color options in the toolbar to apply a bright or contrasting background color to that column. This subtle visual cue draws the user's eye instantly and directs them toward your preferred choice. This level of granular control over both data and design ensures your comparisons. Now that our comparison table structure and content are complete, let's focus on the final polish to maximize its visual impact. You want your users to read across the rows easily, and the simplest way to achieve this is by using alternating row colors. Within the WP Table Manager toolbar, look for the styling options and enable alternate row colors. This setting automatically applies a subtle difference in shading to every other row. This feature dramatically improves readability, especially for long comparison tables, making it simple for users to track features across the columns without getting lost. Next, let's add a powerful professional feature, the ability to lock the header row and column. Comparison tables can be quite lengthy. By accessing the table settings, you can choose to freeze header row and optionally freeze first column. When this feature is active, those key labels, like Features, Basic Plan, and Pro Plan, will remain visible even as the user scrolls down or horizontally. This constant visual anchor prevents confusion and dramatically improves the user experience, ensuring your content always has context. This level of visual control ensures your comparison table doesn't just look good, but functions perfectly to guide user decisions. This is just a basic comparison table we built together step by step. To truly show you the power of WP Table Manager, let me quickly preview a table I finished off-screen. Notice the difference. This one features a more visually appealing and compact view. I've added a custom logo, and the header cells have a unique, rounded shape. Now, let me walk you through exactly how to craft a professional table like this, utilizing the features we've already covered. First, let's look at the custom elements. The logo here was put in by using the HTML content editor I showed you earlier. I placed it in its own separate row and column to ensure it remains independent and won't collide with other content when I resize the table. A great organizational tip for complex designs. Next, observe the main title. By simply merging these three cells, I was able to create a large, engaging headline that spans the entire comparison section. The description below is just a placeholder, but you can use this space for any kind of text, such as a basic introduction, an explanation of the products being compared, or essential enterprise information. Now for the real design secret, the rounded corners on the plan headers. If you simply change the background color of a cell, you won't get this rounded shape. This is where your creativity comes in. By utilizing the HTML content editor, the header of the table is actually a separate element I created with a round border shape. It's placed strategically on top of the merged cells and combined with other design elements to create this polished look. This proves that the only limitation to your final table design is truly your imagination. Once you master these basic tools and HTML editing, you can craft any kind of custom table you need. However, if you're not the handy type, remember the WP Table Manager theme selector provides a variety of themes that already lay a professional foundation for you to choose from and get started immediately. With our comparison table complete, stylized and optimized, the final step is to publish it to a page. Today, we'll demonstrate embedding it on a front page using Elementor for maximum flexibility. First, make sure you have saved your table in the WP Table Manager dashboard. Now head to your WordPress pages, select your commercial or front page, and click Edit with Elementor to launch the visual builder. In the Elementor widget panel, search for the WP Table Manager widget, then simply drag it onto your desired section. Watch as the block instantly loads. From the widget settings, select your newly crafted comparison table from the drop-down list. You can then quickly adjust any final display settings, such as mobile responsiveness modes or custom alignment, right there in the Elementor panel. Publish the page and preview the front end. Your dynamic, professional comparison table is now live and engaging visitors. To prove the core benefit we discussed earlier, the dynamic syncing, let's quickly go back to the WP Table Manager editor. Watch what happens when we update the price of the Pro plan from $29 to $39. Now, without doing anything else, let's refresh the front-end page where the table is embedded. You can see the price is updated instantly and automatically. This confirms that your comparison tables are always current, saving you massive amounts of time and eliminating the need for those slow static image exports. You've successfully mastered crafting a powerful table comparison using WP Table Manager. From setting up the core structure and adding rich content like icons and CTAs, to applying professional styling and demonstrating that essential live syncing capability. Think about the real practice benefits of this plugin for your work. If you are an e-commerce owner, you can now build clear, conversion-focused plan comparisons without needing a designer, ensuring your feature lists and pricing are always up to date across your entire site. For a web agency, this means you can build dynamic, customized comparison tables for all your client sites that are natively responsive and easy to hand over, saving you hours of manual maintenance. The result is always the same: clearer user decision-making, higher engagement, and a massive time savings on content maintenance. Ready to make WP Table Manager yours? The plugin is available for just $49 a year, which includes the Pro add-on, a full year of support and updates, and covers use on multiple domains. That's a single, affordable payment for a tool that eliminates countless hours of tedious work and boosts your site's conversion power. Thank you for joining this deep dive into WP Table Manager. We've shown you how to transform static data into dynamic, persuasive tables. Visit JumanUnited.com to grab the plugin today and elevate your content. Like this video, subscribe for more essential WordPress and Joomla tips, and let's keep crafting great content together.